So today we're going to talk about the 2-1 temporary buy down, what it is, how it works, and how you can take advantage of it in today's real estate market. So what is the 2-1 buy down? Well, basically it's a program that allows you to save a significant amount on your monthly payment over the first 2 years that you have the loan, as if your interest rate were 2% lower the first year and 1% lower the second year. And I have a detailed example of how this works on the next slide. Well, does it cost you anything? Well, you as the home buyer don't have to pay anything for it, but there is a cost associated with it, and it's calculated as exactly the amount that you save in monthly savings over the course of those 2 years. If you're getting a VA loan, then the seller has to pay for this credit via closing cost credit. And if you're getting a conventional loan, that can be either a seller credit or a lender credit, but it's much more advantageous for you to get a seller credit, because if the lender pays for this cost, they end up having to increase significantly your starting interest rate, which takes away most of the benefit of it to begin with. So especially in today's market, go for the seller credit with this temporary buy down. So here's how it looks with a $500,000 loan at a starting rate of 6%. Doesn't matter if you're buying the property for $600,000 or $800,000. If your loan is $500,000, this is how the temporary buy down is calculated in this scenario. So the principal and interest at 6% is $2,997 per month. But with the 2-year 2-1 buy down, the first year the payment is calculated at 2% lower, as if the rate were 4%. So the payment would be $2,387 per month, which is a $610 per month savings. And then the second year the payment is $2,684, which is $313 less per month, calculated as if your rate were 5% instead. Then starting in year 3, it would go back to the start rate of 6%. Now, the total savings over the course of that 2 years is $11,076. So you'd have to ask for enough credit to cover at least that amount, but you can always ask for more. You can get a credit of $14,000 or $15,000, then whatever's left over can be used to cover other closing costs. So use this temporary buy down as a great stepping stone to help you get into the real estate market now. A lot of buyers have left the market because the interest rates have gone up so much in 2022. But don't be one of those people. Take advantage of the lower amount of competition out there. The sellers are willing to negotiate on price. They're willing to provide credits. Take advantage of that to get into the house that you want to get into now at a much reduced payment for the first 2 years. Then hopefully the rates will go down in the next 2 years and you can refinance to a lower permanent fixed rate. Of course, that's not guaranteed, but if it does happen, it's a huge bonus. So here's the steps to obtain the temporary buy down. First, your mortgage lender is going to calculate how much you'd save over the course of those 2 years based on whatever your loan amount is and whatever your interest rate is. Then you have to coordinate with your real estate agent at the time you're negotiating with the seller for an accepted contract to obtain at least enough credit to cover this cost. So why would the seller provide you this credit to begin with? Well, in 2022, the real estate market transitioned from a seller's market where they had all the leverage. They were pretty much putting their house on the market and getting a dozen offers, and people were overbidding. But since the interest rates went up and there's a lot of buyers have left the market, the market has now transitioned to a buyer's market where the buyers have more leverage. Houses are sitting on the market longer. Sellers are now willing to negotiate. And this can be a great incentive for a seller to help them sell their home, to be able to offer a credit to the buyer to reduce their payment for the first 2 years. You as a home buyer can take advantage of this right now. So here's some tips for success. First, you want to make sure that your mortgage lender has the ability to offer this program to you based on your situation. Not all loan programs have the capability to do the 2-1 temporary buy down. So you want to make sure before you move any further that your lender can offer this program for you. Second, you want to talk to your real estate agent about strategies to implement this when you're making offers on properties to ensure that you get enough credit to cover this cost in order to get the 2-1 temporary buy down. For example, instead of offering a lower amount in the sales price, offer a higher amount in the sales price, but ask for credit from the seller to cover this cost. So that's it. That's the 2-1 temporary buy down in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime at j@realitysense.com. That's j@realitysense.com. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you on the next video.